All right, let's just get right into it. You know the feeling, right? The market is a sea of red. You pull up your portfolio on your phone and, your stomach just plummets. That little wave of panic starts to bubble up. We've all been there. So today, we're going to unpack exactly why that feeling happens and how one simple mental switch can be the most powerful tool you have as an investor. I mean, seriously, think about that for a second. When your portfolio takes a hit, it doesn't just feel like numbers on a screen. It feels personal, right? It feels like you did something wrong, like you're being punished for a bad decision. It's a real gut punch, and it makes you want to just sell everything and make the pain go away. And this, right here, is the absolute heart of the matter. Confusing these two words, a fee and a fine, is probably the single most damaging psychological mistake any investor can make. A fee is just an expected cost. You pay it to get a service you want. But a fine? That's a penalty. That's punishment for a mistake. When the market drops, our gut reaction is to see it as a fine, and that is a fatal error in thinking. Now, there's actually some pretty cool science that explains why it stings so bad. It's a little thing called loss aversion. Basically, our brains are wired to feel the pain of a loss about twice as strongly as the joy from an equal gain. It's wild. And it's exactly why a 5% drop feels like a total disaster, and why our brain immediately frames it as a fine instead of just a routine fee. Okay, so what happens when we act on that feeling? When we feel like we're being punished and we try to dodge the fine, well, it backfires, big time. You don't end up saving yourself. You actually end up paying a much, much steeper price. That's not an exaggeration. You literally pay double. First, there's the emotional cost. I'm talking about the constant stress, the regret, the second guessing that comes with trying to time the market perfectly. And then there's the financial cost, which is just devastating. You end up missing out on huge opportunities, and it locks you out of the market's real long-term power. And just look at this chart. It lays it all out, crystal clear. This is the financial cost I'm talking about. Investor B panics, tries to avoid the fine of a downturn, and sells. In doing so, they miss just the 10 best days over 2 decades. And look, their returns are absolutely crushed. The very thing they did to avoid the pain is what ultimately destroyed their wealth. So how do we get this right? It all comes down to a really powerful shift in your mindset. We have to stop seeing volatility as a punishment and start seeing it for what it is, the price of admission. This quote, this is everything. This is the whole idea in a nutshell. Market dips are not a penalty. They're not a sign you did something wrong. They are the expected, non-negotiable fee you have to pay to get a ticket to the greatest show on earth, the greatest wealth-building machine ever created. You simply don't get the amazing returns without paying this fee. You know, it's kind of like a gym membership. Your goal is to get in shape, right? You know that you have to pay that membership fee every year to get access to the weights and the classes. You don't get mad at the gym for charging you. You pay it because you know it's the required cost to get the results you want. Market volatility, that's your gym membership for building wealth. Now, I get it. The thing that really drives us crazy is the uncertainty. We don't know when the fee is going to come due or how big it's going to be. That's what causes the anxiety. But here's the thing, that uncertainty doesn't change the certainty on the other side. The fee will come due, that's a guarantee. But the prize for paying it historically has been incredible long-term growth. Okay, so let's make this super practical. This isn't just some abstract idea. I want you to have a real toolkit, a mental reset button you can press the next time the market gets wild and you feel that panic creeping in. So here's your plan. Step 1, acknowledge the fear. It's real. Don't try to bury it, just let it be there. Step 2, and this is the magic trick, relabel the event. I mean, actually say it out loud. This is the fee, not a fine. That simple sentence can rewire your brain in that moment. And then step 3, immediately zoom out. Get off the daily chart. Pull up a 20-year chart and remind your brain what the real journey looks like. And this is what that long-term view really shows you. Look at the 2008 financial crisis or the COVID crash in 2020. The pattern is always the same. There's a scary, painful fee that has to be paid. But for the people who stayed the course, they were rewarded when the market not only recovered, but soared to new heights. History is a pretty good teacher on this one. So after all this, after enduring the discomfort and shifting your whole mindset, what's the actual reward? What do you really get for willingly paying this price? Yeah, the money is great.
The financial growth is obviously a huge part of why we do this. But the real reward, the one that changes your life, is emotional. It's peace of mind. It's the calm that comes from accepting that volatility is just a normal, expected part of the deal, not some monster hiding under the bed. It's freedom from that daily nagging anxiety.
So next time you see red and feel that panic, I want you to have these in your back pocket. These are your mantras. Number 1, this is the fee, not a fine. Number 2, I'm buying future gains at a discount. And number 3, my plan is for decades, not days. Say them over and over. Let them be your anchor in the storm.
And that's really what it all boils down to. If you want the incredible prize, you have to be willing to pay the price. There are no shortcuts. There's no secret way to get all the long-term rewards of the market without ever feeling the short-term pain. Accepting that fee is the only key that unlocks the door.
So that leaves us with one last simple question. It's pretty empowering, really. You can't control the market, but you 100% control how you react to it. You can choose to see the dips as a fine and run away in fear, or you can choose to see it as the fee and pay it willingly for a shot at something so much bigger. The choice is yours. Are you willing to pay the price?